Hey, happy Thursday to everybody. Chris coming at you in this daily dose. I know if you've been following us every day, you're as excited as I am because you're tuning in going, we're starting a brand new series today. What's it going to be? Well, I'm here to tell you two things. Number one, we're not starting it today. Come on, it's Thursday. We're not going to start a new series on a Thursday. Well, I'm going to do something special with you just today and tomorrow, and then our new series on Monday. But listen, before you click off, you tuned in and want to know what this series is? I'm going to tell you what we're doing on Monday. Monday, we're starting a 2-week series. That's it, just 2 weeks, 10 days, every weekday morning. We're going to send you a daily dose on relationships, primarily focusing on marriage and parenting. But listen, those of you that aren't married and those of you that aren't parents, we're going to give you some great stuff on relationships, and you can apply it to any relationship in your life. Now, here's the fun part. Monday, we start in my living room on my couch with me, and here we go. My wife, Amy. I know I love being on camera. She's going to hate being on camera, but we're going to do it anyway. I think Christopher Hilkin and his wife are going to do some stuff together. You're going to get our spouses in on this. They are brilliant. They are beautiful. They are amazing. And we're going to have a fun time Monday just talking about the relationships that we have to deal with in life. So join us then. So today, where do we go? 2 days, today and tomorrow, I get you just to do this. Can I take you back? On the weekends, we've been going through the book of Mark, and we've been looking at the life of Jesus. And yet, it's part of the problem with team teaching. I love hearing from Christopher Hilkin. I love hearing from Larry. But every once in a while, they're going to get a passage that I wish I would have had. And I'm sitting out there going, oh, man, I wish I could have taught this. Nothing wrong with their teaching, just a passage that I just love. One of them got to do chapter 1, starting at verse 9. One of them got to do the baptism of Jesus in this series. I didn't get to do it. And yet page 1 starts with everything Jesus needed. Before he did any teaching, any miracles, here's what you need. And here's what my bet is today. There's a lot of us that are feeling a little empty, a little worn out, feeling like there's not much coming back in, feeling like we're lacking somewhere, and maybe you've missed step 1. And before any other pages could get written, there needed to be page 1. Let me take you back there. Mark chapter 1, starting at verse 9. It says this. Now at that time, Jesus came from Nazareth in Galilee and was baptized by John in the Jordan River. And as Jesus was coming up out of the water, he saw heaven being torn open and the Spirit descending on him like a dove. And a voice came from heaven, "You are my Son, whom I love, and with you I am well pleased." Man, I love that. What did Jesus need to hear from heaven before he does all the teaching, all the miracles, the calling of the disciples, the crowd that would follow him, the rebuking of the spiritual religious institution at that time? What did he need? 3 simple things. That's exactly what he got. A voice from heaven that simply said, "You are my Son." He got his identity. This is where you fit. This is where you belong. This is what you are part of. This is whose child you are. And when you know that and never forget that, man, you're going to find it gives you purpose. It gives you a place in life. You aren't a mistake. You aren't just some significant cog in a wheel out there. You are a son. You are a daughter. You are a prince or princess in the kingdom of heaven. Secondly, you are my Son whom I love. He was given value. You're not an illegitimate son. You're not a son that I wish I didn't have. You're not a mistake. You are a son that I love, that value and that worth, that no matter what your next few pages are going to go through, no one can take that worth away. No one can take that value away. You are my Son, whom I love, and with you I am well pleased. He's given affirmation. I had an older brother in my life tell me once, "Chris, do you know that God loves you?" And I said, "Yeah, I know that God loves me. You know, God so loved the world, and I'm part of the world, so God has to love me." And then he said this, "Chris, do you know that God really, really likes you?" And that blew me away. God liking me was far more powerful than God loving me. Today, before you go through any more pages in your life, do you really realize how much God loves you? That he would adopt you and call you son and daughter. That he would love you so much to give his Son. And that with you now accepting and making that choice, he is well pleased. Those are the words you need to understand. Walk in today, swim in today, accept today, before any other pages come.